Okay.
Yeah, and I heard he's a dick.
He's actually not that bad. He's one
Oh.
of them. He's one of them keep to themselves
Keep it
types. So
All right, hello and welcome to
And
Mr.
I
X's
take that back.
TTRPGs for Idiots. I am your dumbass master. I mean your dungeon master for tonight's game. Thank you for joining.
yay!
Last time on Dungeons and Dragons, the party
Dumbasses
was
unite.
headed towards the tomb of Darius and were wandering by a forest of undead. What happened?
We fought a forest of undead.
I mean, essentially,
Uh-huh.
just if there was any sort of particular events that people took note of personally
Nah,
to speak about.
Dance caused us to fight 2 times.
I think I was one. I don't think he can claim all of those.
The one was his role. The other one was his watch.
Oh.
He's responsible.
Well, he didn't. He.
Yeah.
That is true. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Just because I pet you don't mean you come closer.
All right.
I don't want you in my office.
So-
No.
You guys wake up on your.
Ow. Might be hot.
Was that the dog?
Oh, that was me.
Oh.
You guys
What
wake
was
up for your
Sorry, dog stepped on his
11th
balls.
day of travel, and you notice that the road looks like it's beginning to go south more again, like it kind of looped around the forest, just the edge of it. So it was going like
That's
southwest
the motherfucking OJ right
for a
there.
bit, but now it's going directly south again, while the
Nice.
forest continues to go like westward. So it seems like you are now going to start getting away from the forest and potentially the things that have lurked from within it. But for the
I'm
next
gonna-
few days, you will still be making a D12 roll 3 times a day.
That's totally gonna boost our fucking ratings and our watches now. Having the whole OJ thing going.
What are you talking about?
I bet you if we all just start bringing a gallon of OJ to the games, right? I'm sorry, not trying to make you spit all over your computer right now, but I think that would make for a nice shtick.
They come for the OJ. They stay for the D&D.
By the end of it, they've all drinking a goddamn gallon of OJ.
Oh, I want to bring an item in.
Did you save it outside of the game? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
I need
right.
permission though.
So
I need the
anyways,
power.
someone want to give me a D12 roll as you begin travel for your
me.
11th day?
It's combat's turn.
Is combat
No,
here?
I'm kidding.
Oh.
Yeah,
oh.
sorry.
I got a 2, so we're not
Indeed.
gonna get attacked.
Okay.
Sweet.
Oh, the shit's reversed and at the end of a trip.
What?
The rolls are reversed at the end of the trip. When you're near the ending of your trip, you want the higher numbers.
Midnight.
I was just
Oh,
getting a
fuck.
grasp on the other's rolling. God damn it.
All right. So yes, you guys travel through the day, getting farther away from the forest.
Simulator, where's it hiding?
You begin to make
Yeah.
camp and such. Give me a
Oh.
second. Someone give me another D12 roll.
Launch in regular mode. Yeah.
Anybody? Anybody? D12?
I can't do it. I don't want to do it on.
But I can do it again.
Wait, nah. I guess my metal dice haven't been horrible to me. got it.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, I got. Uh-oh. A 10? Is that bad?
10.
God
So
damn it.
you
That
guys
is bad.
are setting up camp,
Damn it.
and you think, hey, we've gotten away from the forest,
No, I would never think that.
so hopefully the number of
It's not
undead.
fair.
Ooh,
Sounded like a lot of dice. Nope, you ain't fooling nobody with that shit.
that's like 5 natural 20s in there. Oof.
Damn.
So
We're
yeah,
back.
you guys are setting up camp. You think you've
Okay.
gotten a pretty good distance away, and you hear some moans coming from the road, and you turn out.
Kinky.
Yeah, sure. To some people, maybe. You see a rather small horde of zombies sort of walking the perimeter of the forest, but they don't seem to notice you guys and just kind of continue along, and you're able to
Oh my god.
set up camp for the night with no issues for your tissues.
Uh-oh.
So
Huh.
then you guys begin to set up for night watch. Go ahead and give me another d12 roll.
I need someone else to do that for me.
I can.
Oh man. I'm not sure.
7.
I'm not sure if this new table will work, but god damn does it look pretty. I'm not sure a couple people might be able to load it up. I might not even be able to load it up, honestly.
What happened to
Okay,
all my
Oh,
stuff?
God.
Things...
Why? What's wrong with it?
Yeah.
Hey Zach. Just come look at this for a quick sec before I exit out of it. Or try to exit out of it. Dice towers for everybody. You get your own dungeon screen. But yeah, like I said, I'm having trouble loading into this. All minis updated. Weird. I think it might be good now. That's weird.
Okay,
Custom
so
token. Weird. Yeah, okay, whatever.
you guys go rotation throughout the night, keeping an eye out. But again, it does not seem like any roving undead happen upon you guys, or seems to be seeking you out as you sleep through the night. So you wake up for the next day of travel. Someone go ahead and give me a d12 roll for daytime travel.
I am currently do not have dice.
Oh, I might be joining here in a sec, so I can possibly roll again.
I'm trying to find something that I had and I can't fucking find it.
Do we want me to roll again?
Yes, have at it.
3.
So
Yeah.
you can continue through the next day and come upon no undead. Begin to set up camp for the night. Go ahead, give me another d12 roll.
7.
Okay. Set up camp, no issues. Kill, what did you get for yours?
9.
Slumber through the night with no interruptions.
9.
You rolled again. Well,
Shit. I don't know what that one is.
it's on the floor. It doesn't count,
It's
right?
it is out of bounds.
Okay, good.
Yep.
You want me to roll
I
again?
suppose
sorry,
the roll
Vance.
is on you.
Cool. That's my,
So-
dice tower, though?
So yes, Kill, you rolled a number first, which was for daytime, which was
9.
fine. Then Vance just did for setting up camp, which again, safe travels. So I need one last D12 for the day.
I'll do it, but just
Into
give
the
me a
night.
second. My game's lagging behind a little bit.
Okay. Thank you.
I want to do it in the dice tower. It's meant to be. Don't judge me.
Okay, I think I fixed my problem. Let's go find out.
Nebula D12. Gimme. Do I have it? Yes, I have it. Oh god, what's going on?
Player
Jesus,
5 is entered
What is
the
wrong with
battlefield.
me today?
Yeah, sorry.
I'll say.
Starting to load
Is
my
that-
shit up now.
Is that the right drop?
Combat!
I can't.
What's up?
That doesn't count. That doesn't count. I don't know what it is. It doesn't count.
Midnight, I
Can't
need
get
permission
in the
again,
dice
please.
tower though. Somebody save me. Jesus, holy lag nation. All right, we got this. This is happening now. This is happening. Wait for it. Oh God. Wait. What the fuck? I didn't do that. Who did that? Oh God.
Did what?
I don't know. I'm fucking experiencing some super lag.
Is it me? Probably it's me.
Are you loading table?
Yes, I am in table.
Oh, in table? No.
No, we're having lagging. He's having lagging table.
Oh no. Blame Canada, like the song says.
We've actually already made a lot of South Park references today, so that fits. Pringles. No, you get that shit out of here, Shadow. You done found his shit. We need OJ on the table now too. We got to find that. Shit. Okay, I can do this.
I can't move it though. Fuck. I need help. I'm trying to move it over to the dice tray.
Okay, whatever this is on the D12, that's my number. I can't touch it
On the
I
D12.
can't.
in the
I
tower.
can't grab it either, Shadow.
4. Well, what the hell is this?
So it's just a permanent fixture of the table now.
They want Pringles?
It's eternally affixed to the Pringles can is. That's great. Oh man. Oh. And then have you told everybody the sad story on the templates we've been using?
Oh, I mean, it doesn't. Yeah, apparently those templates are wrong.
Somebody brought it up on the first episode or whatever, or the first time we were using this, with the squares. It turns out that it is the big black squares.
Yeah, the thicker squares is what they want you to use, which is fucking weird.
Eh?
Like, so the template that you have in front of you, the thing that says like 15-foot cone when you hover over like that corner.
Yeah.
So if you look at the individual squares in it, that is not a 15-foot cone. But if you divide it by 2, it is a 15-foot cone. So it's supposed to be 2 of the squares make an actual 5-foot square.
That just sounds like it gives a headache.
Yeah, it's fine.
I got Pringles Dice Tower, by the way.
I see.
Oh, it's a Pringles Dice Tower?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
I found it in the workshop.
Okay.
Badass.
So
I think I need to give my computer a break from this
it was
really
a 4
quick.
on your
I am
D12
super
roll
lagging.
kill for the
I
night.
believe so.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you guys bed down
Jesus.
for the night with no interruptions and get up for the next day. So now that you guys are a fair enough distance away from the forest, you only have to roll 1d12 a day.
Sweet.
So, day 14.
One.
Combat's got
You
all
got a
of
1.
them. Damn it.
All
Yep.
right, so day 14, no encounter. Restful sleep, wake up for day 15.
We still have the combat? No, I think we lost the combat.
Yeah, his camera's at least frozen.
It says we have 4 of 6 in
Okay.
call, so. Alright, I guess I'll roll again since I haven't been doing much rolling.
I'm
And I can play with my
a nice
Pringles.
Pringles can.
2.
2, day 15, no encounter.
My D12 is a little salty right now.
Hey, that's not fair.
So day 16,
Obviously.
That is funny.
D12 roll,
9.
9. No encounter on,
Put it through a Pringles can, it's gonna be salty. God damn it.
no encounter on day 16. Day 17,
Kill, you want to do another roll, or you don't have dice with you?
I don't know if I want to do the metal one right now. You want to
Well,
talk
I'll
about
roll-
salty?
How do I get the tables?
Oh God. God damn it. Yep. See, I knew
10.
it. Fucking knew it.
Oh, I didn't know you were rolling.
Yeah, it's alright. It's alright. I got an 11.
Okay. So, on day 17.
Vance's watch.
God damn it.
On day 17, you guys are the
buddy. Just don't break it, okay? That's Daddy Star Wars. Go.
environment around you is beginning to shift. Like the patches of sort of like savanna grassland and stuff like that is beginning to, like, the plant life, even like the dead plant life, is beginning to diminish, and it's turning into like more sandy sort of soil and scattered rocks here and there. It's definitely getting it's getting hotter and drier out. Kolvok, you're probably really starting to get uncomfortable in this environment. But
I got my cool fire extinguishing sword.
You guys are traveling by the road, drinking waters and shit, and then as you guys are traveling, anyone who wants to make a perception check, go ahead and do so.
I is not good at the perception.
Can somebody tell me how to do the death
The
thingy?
what?
The tower thingy that you guys are doing?
You have to do it outside of it. You have to go on your own.
Oh.
You can use
No,
my dice tower
cat,
if you
go.
want. Also,
Yeah.
you can use the glass tower if you want.
That's neat.
I think Shadow might be stingy on his Pringles dice tower.
Just
I don't
drop
like-
it.
You're welcome to use it, but you're gonna get salty.
Yeah, put it in there and it'll drop down, and then whatever it is down there.
That's cool.
See, it gives you something to blame.
Yeah, exactly. It was the game's fault. So we're doing a perception check. I'm somewhat decent. I got 5, don't I?
You have a 9
Oh, we changed it to
or 8.
what?
8.
Okay, I was gonna say we're changing it again.
Do it.
Okay,
Screw it.
so
He won't
8.
know.
So let me go to my.
Oh.
Okay.
Can I open
Wanna
up
do it
2
then?
tabletops?
What?
I'm sorry. As much as the tabletop thing's awesome, I like this tower better.
Yeah. I like my dice, because then I have something I can throw across the room.
I've been using metal dice. I don't know if that's the best option for me at this point.
If you
17
angle
for perception
yourself
check.
differently, you can bounce it off the back of Kill's head.
Maybe. Actually, no, he does have a door he could bounce off. Yeah, that could happen.
Kill, were you making a perception check?
Bink.
I got an 18.
An 18. All right.
I was standing on a really tall patch of grass for this time around.
I'm going to use the Goku dice for combat at the moment until he rejoins us.
Goku.
Goku dice.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Oh my god.
No, this is Goku's colors.
I know it was a
He
joke.
doesn't know who Goku is.
No, it was a joke.
He doesn't know who Goku is.
I do. It's the short dude from the Dragon Ball Z. I
Short
remember watching it
dude?
when it first came out. Well, he was short when I first watched it.
Okay, yes.
He was a little
was,
one.
he was a little 13-year-old boy who showed off his dick quite a bit.
Yeah. That's when I first watched at least one episode when it first came out. I remember seeing the previews for that and everything.
Okay, fair enough.
Did he watch a preview?
I just never watched it.
Okay, so
After that, I watched one.
I got
you
17.
got 17? Oh, you were actually keeping out? Oh, so everyone gets to see how they die. I mean, you guys are even you, Shadow, you're kind of like, this dry environment, not exactly friendly to me. Maybe even I should keep an eye out for something. And yes.
Tell
but,
Kill I was joking too. He's got to know that it was a joke.
he wasn't even on the comms, so
Listening.
I don't think he heard. Well, he left the comms after you.
Well, because I said it.
He left the comms after you said that, so I'm pretty sure he's done with D&D now because of you. And I don't know how I'm gonna get him back on the mic so you can tell him that you're sorry. It was a joke.
Oh.
Wow.
He knows who
man.
Goku is.
Yeah. It was...
Okay, so you're all keeping an eye out, and you can definitely tell that the part of the road that you guys are on currently, it's definitely like not as like even the entire road you've been on, it's not really been very well maintained, but it's like it's definitely, it seems like it's coming to an end as the environment around you guys is getting more dry, because it's kind of hard to put a road in like shifting sands and shit like that. But it doesn't seem like it gets like, it's not like you guys are headed into a massive desert. It's just a very arid landscape. And as you guys are keeping an eye out ahead of you, you see some sort of like black shape. And then you can even see like the mirage of it in the desert landscape sort of being reflected in the ground below. And then you see like another shape, which looks very, very similar to it, just kind of pop up next to it. You can kind of see the distinct sort of silhouettes, or whatever you want to call it, the shades of black at the distance. And it seems like they're just going in a straight line, potentially going to intercept with you guys. They're far away, like they're just, you can barely see them at the moment, but it looks like something might be coming towards you. What would you all like to do?
So the sand looks like it's moving towards us?
It looks just like two black things crested over, like black specks crested over the horizon. And they're a little easier to see because the mirage effect is like reflecting their image. Well, it'd make them look not like there's more of them, but it expands their profile.
I am going to send Mushu over there.
If you would like to make a perception check to feel the ground, go ahead and do so. Shadow sends Mushu ahead.
And I'm going to look through its eyes.
All right, and you're looking through its eyes. Go ahead, make another perception check using your Yeah, your stats for perception, unless the dragons are better.
Thanks for catching.
No.
I ain't calling her right now. You call her. Or message her first. Loading in right now. Give me a minute. Come on. Great table, but it takes a little bit to load. I got crap on my desk. I don't want crap on my desk.
You lay down on the ground, Kolvok. Try to feel if maybe some sort of stampede is heading your guys' way. You don't feel any like vibrations coming through the ground.
Good vibrations. All right. So you said, what am I rolling?
Perception, yes.
Perception.
Move to intimidate the ground to tell me whether something's coming.
That's not quite how that works, but
You can certainly try.
you can certainly try, I guess.
Tell me.
All right. Do I roll perception in pseudo dragon or do I roll
Whichever
it for
is higher.
myself? Oh, it's gonna be the pseudo dragon because I think the pseudo dragon has perception bonus.
Cool.
So it's 15 and is it this one? Load. Load. Load the fudging picture. Why you taking so fudging long? Yes, there we go. 18.
18. All right. So you send your dragon ahead. Just before you close off your senses and begin to perceive through the dragon, you see Kolvok just like get on the ground, put his ear to the floor, and
Something's coming, something's not coming. I can't tell.
Damn it. Okay, so put that there. Drag that down like that. Okay, so yeah. So you zap into your dragon sense. It flies off down the road towards these silhouettes that have appeared. Okay.
When you get a chance, can you give me permission again?
Yes. So yes, you send your dragon down, and it sees these silhouettes getting larger, so it can become more distinct. There's still a bit of a ways, so it's you send your dragon out. Would you send it out beyond 1,000 feet?
No, because I can't see through it.
I think you would still be able to see through it. It's the telepathic communication that you can't do outside of 1,000 feet.
Oh, well then fuck it, yeah.
Yeah, you can just like you can give it the command essentially. Go look at that, and once you're done, come on back. Try not to get spotted. So your dragon.
Could I give it a command like, since I'm looking through its eyes, can I control its blinking?
I suppose.
Okay, so then I want to give it a command to go to it, stay there until it blinks, and then come back. So then this way, I can look without it like coming right back, and I don't have time to actually look at it.
Gotcha. Okay. So you send the dragon out, and what about the rest of the group? Are you guys just like stopping in the road trying to find
Backtracking?
Well, he obviously told us what we were doing, so we're gonna probably hang back and wait to see what happens, right? We want to know what.
Yeah, like so when Shadow zaps his senses into his dragons, he can't perceive what's going on around him, so he becomes like blind and deaf. So
Vulnerable.
I typically go into a whole
yeah,
meditative,
so
you know.
Kolvok is C3POing him right now. I'm just kidding. He's carrying you in his arms. So are you guys just like finding a place for cover?
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
Okay, you guys are finding a place for cover. All right. Everyone, go ahead. Make Shadow. You don't have to because you're like in a near catatonic state. So I'm just gonna say everyone else is. Whether Kolvok put you in a good spot to hide you will be on him. So.
Yay! I am so excited.
So yeah, I need Boar. I'll roll. That was a dog whining, wasn't it? I thought it was like. I'll roll for combat again. I don't know what's going on with that guy.
This one time at band camp.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I need stealth check from you, Boar, stealth check from Kolvok, and then I rolled for combat.
17.
17. 17. That's a good number. That's decent. That's decent.
Me 16.
16 on stealth. Okay.
Is this on dexterity?
Yes, it's plus dexterity.
Oh shit, I got a 20.
You got a 20. Very nice, Kolbach. Yeah, you're pretty certain that you've picked up a few tricks from the other sneaky likes, how to be sneaky like, and you feel like you found an appropriate spot to put
so different from the snow I know.
you believe you managed to put
Although it does get in places.
Shadow in a decently covered spot. That's what I needed.
I just tripped and fucking buried his both in the ground.
Alright, so Shadow. Your dragon zips off ahead as the rest of the crew take cover behind some of the brownish orange rocks that scatter the landscape, and you see the silhouettes coming towards you, and now that they've gotten closer, you can see that whatever these are, they're definitely bigger than this dragon. Whatever these are, they look about the size of a horse, maybe a little bigger. But they are not running along the ground. They are flying, but they are flying real low. And as they continue to approach, your dragon takes notice that these are two dragons, fairly young dragons, and the two of them are just moving as fast as they can, flying real close to the ground, and you can see they keep kind of like, one will gain some ground, and then the other will do some kind of maneuver which will put him ahead of the one in front, and they keep doing this sort of back and forth. Your dragon then blinks and starts to head back towards you guys, and as he's headed back, those two dragons just zip by yours, and then like the wind that they create kind of even like spirals your pseudo dragon out a little bit, but it's able to easily correct and continues on its way back. But you guys are there, and you can hear this kind of just like noise that seems to like increase in volume, and then eventually there's just kind of like this large flap, as if someone had just like flung out a curtain, and then you kind of hear that same sound again, and then you hear a very like gruff kind of voice say, it seems I won this lap, but I could have sworn that there were some sort of creatures standing around here. Perhaps our eyes were mistaken. And then the other
damn it. Shadow snap back to his body.
That's up to him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
Dragon's coming
Since
back.
I would probably know that. Would we be sure that they were dragons at this point, right? Or would I be able to like look or whatever while hiding? You know, like
yeah, make a perception check.
Or well, I don't want to if I don't want to if I don't have to. I was if
Hey.
Shadow would communicate to me, I'd be asking what color they were.
Yeah. So Shadow,
Since I have
when
track
they were
history.
just before your dragon turned tail to return to you guys, it did not appear like these were horned dragons. It appeared like they were probably crest dragons.
Oh yeah, yeah. So the crest ones, those are good, right?
Yes,
Shield?
are the typically more noble. Like, you can run across a crest dragon who's a complete dick and wants to subjugate people, but typically they're the ones who, like, find an old human library, coop themselves up in it, and make sure the forbidden knowledge within it doesn't fall within the wrong hands.
I'm going out on a limb, and since I like dealing with big things, I guess I'll pop up out of the.
So that's how Kolvok rolls.
Real mature. That's how mature we are. I love it.
Yeah, I'll pop up and say they were correct in their assumptions.
So just before you pop out, the other one that was talked to at first, he says,
yeah.
Well, we agreed whoever made it to the creatures first would win. Since there are no creatures, no one wins. And then you pop up and say that, and you just see this, like, scowl come across the face of the one that just said that as you pop out.
Uh-oh.
And then the other one kind of, like, claps his hands and is like, points towards you. He's like, "Ha! So I did win."
There was an end goal. Uh-oh. Well, I like the
What are
honorable
these
sound.
things?
Yes,
Dragons.
they are dragons.
Yes.
Like big full
Yeah,
size.
they're a little bigger than a horse.
Okay, so they're not
They're
Fred's
still
dragons.
young. In the book, they are considered young. They are not adult yet. They're probably like what you would consider teenagers for dragons, but a teenager in dragon years is still like tens, if not hundreds of years old. Maybe it's decades for young dragons.
We probably wouldn't want to fight these two, although it might not be.
A young dragon
Nah,
is 6 to 100 years old. These guys look like, for Shadow, who has draconic shit in his blood, he has studied them quite a bit, so he would know. And then Kolvok, you being of the dragon clan, you would also have somewhat of a familiarity with dragons, seeing as you stood next to them, or your ancestors stood next to them to liberate your people from slavery underneath the giant kind's foot.
We got stories. We don't tell tall tales. We're tall enough.
Dang,
um,
that's a pretty good backstory I didn't hear about. So can I hear them? Or
yes, you
can
guys
only Kill
can.
hear them after
You all
shot them?
hear this happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
I went out and brazenly talked to him, and then we're having a conversation.
He
that
is of the
everybody can
dragon
hear.
clan. These
don't-
are honorable creatures. He can't not show his face to them.
We
Are
got,
they
Yeah.
speaking
we got
common?
history.
They were speaking common.
But yeah, the rest of you don't have to come out. I just revealed myself. Being like a giant kin, I forgot. I am kind of honor bound almost too.
Came with it.
A lot of our history is owed to dragons in a sense.
Okay.
Might have came
Yeah.
with yours, but I don't know.
They saved us from the giant kin,
Yes,
right?
they
the giants,
anyway.
or the giants.
they basically liberated you, and then you helped liberate yourself alongside dragons.
Yeah.
Way back when the gods still walked among the earth.
So yeah,
Um,
I reveal my great big self.
So so one of them is like a silver color, and the crest on his chest is like a gold, and he has like these gold accents going along with him. And the other one is like almost like pearlescent green with a kind of shade of purple in it, and then he has like accents of purple. But he is also
was that the slower?
that was the one that scowled at you. Was the green one.
The liar of
Can
the
we
group,
tame
or the
them?
sinister one of the group?
I mean, if you want to tame a creature that belongs to the order that unified all of the world, sure, you can go ahead and try. Dragons are...
So no,
I'm just informing you of the level of sentience these creatures have. They are the one creatures that came together and were like, hey, no more fucking war, and they made it happen.
What does that sound familiar? Oh, the Sisu. That Disney movie, Fred. That's what that sounds like. The dragons that saved the world.
Oh.
And then they ended up becoming turned to stone.
Wait, what?
The Last Dragon.
Maybe I'm using that subconsciously, but... I mean, I was a guy who created a storyline for our bard based on, like, his background story, and it wasn't until months later, like, after I had developed a bunch of plot lines for this, like, storyline, and I realized I was doing Infinity War. I had a Thanos who was trying to collect all the Infinity Stones, and I was like, wow, that's cool. It wasn't until like Endgame came out that I was like, wait a minute, why does this sound familiar? Oh, that's because I have a stupid bitch that's doing the same thing. Cool, I am an original creator.
Yep.
Shannon does a lot of writing for herself, and she's found out that she's done some writing, and then later on because she likes watching anime too, so she'll find like a story or whatever that'll link to what she wrote. She's like, damn it!
All writing is
as long as you haven't seen it before.
Take tab A, insert into slot B. Like there is no original ideas in writing anymore. You can't. Anyways, so Kolvok, you pop out, and the silver one turns to you. And he says, just about. He says, what brings a stonekin like you to such dry and arid lands? I would find it very hard for you to leave the comfort of your snowy home. Well, you say. I don't believe it will be an easy thing to find in these harsh lands. Foothills of mountains or something? Are you talking about the tomb?
Yeah, or wherever the well be located.
Yes, the well is in what is known as the tomb of Didarius.
Furthermore, mention that.
He gets a puzzling look, kind of looks at his companion.
Compatriot, yes.
And the two of them, they definitely like exchange this look that they're like,
they're not gonna kill me, are they? No.
It sounds somewhat familiar, and they kind of ponder, and then the silver one says, I'm not too sure about a well, but we've been doing circuits around this area in our practices, so we're fairly familiar with the area. We certainly saw a ruin about
Well,
Did you say saw a ruin?
Yes, a ruin. Along the north.
ridge line?
Yes, the North Ridge line, or the North. Yeah,
Mountain Ridge?
Yeah.
Mountain Ridge, sorry.
yeah,
That'd probably be what you were looking for.
the North Ridge, or along the south side of the first limb, mountain ridge.
Yeah, gotcha. Duh. Yeah. The northern, yes.
It
Okay.
was about, I'd say, probably would take you 7 days to
That sounds about right with what we were talking.
once you leave the edge of the road, you'll be able to yeah, they give more like detailed
Yeah.
hopefully
It's just reassuring me of what we've already talked about, and just that it sounds like it coincides with our information and all that.
they give you a little more detailed account, which
Oh, cool.
I will get into what that provides
Gotcha.
here in a little bit. But then Doggo, can you not around here? The silver one says, yes, how rude of me. I should have introduced myself and my friend. I am Tirfalak, and this is Malazardin.
Sounds shady. No. Ow. Owie. I say well met. Good. Slithery type. No. Damn it. And there's something. Whatever would be honorable. I'm sure there's some catchphrase my people use for the lizards.
Damn.
I'm sorry. I got nothing. Cool. What? I guess.
Shadow, do you
Scale?
do you
No.
wish to join this
Horn-crowned
conversation with
ones?
dragons?
I assume are they even trying to see if anybody else is there? They're probably not even concerned.
The green one definitely seems like he's kind of like peeking
On edge?
around.
Something's. Yeah. Oh, that's fair. You can always pluck Shadow right out of the sand. No, I'm kidding.
You could.
I took this on myself.
You
Ugh.
you there, Shadow?
Oh, I was muted.
Oh, man.
Fuck. I said sure. I'm gonna come out with my dragon on my shoulder.
Ice, did he make it back? Yeah, during
Uh,
I bet.
I would
huh?
say as you stand up, that's like right when your dragon like gets back.
land.
and just
You
kinda,
give him
like,
a shoulder land on.
lands.
No, I want to walk up and introduce myself, and as I'm introducing myself, Mushu's gonna land on my
All
shoulder.
tuckered out.
Okay.
Just,
Okay.
ah.
Yeah. So yeah, you do that.
Gangster. My little pet might not have won the race, but he still participated.
So yeah, you introduce yourself, and he says, "Well met, Infernal Blood. Although it seems like that's not the only thing in your blood, I hope we did not give too much of a fright for you to, have the desire to hide from us. We were merely practicing, in this area. We have no ill will against you."
Yeah. When things are heading our way, it's usually never good.
Merely
Yes,
precautionary.
of course. These are dangerous lands. It's part of the reason we chose to come here.
I guess we're dangerous people. That's usually the reason. Yeah. Dangerous people want it gone. Yeah.
So I asked more about this ruin that they're talking about.
We haven't been inside of it ourselves. We saw We merely took note of its placement during our training. There was remnants of a village made from clay, but it had nearly been rendered down to its foundation. I believe there were 2 statues outside the entrance of the place, though one of them seemed destroyed. The other might have been in a fairly functional, or not functional, in a fairly intact position.
I don't know if it was asked. What are they training for?
No, out of here with that. Yes, of course. We are training for
Nico.
the Draconic Alliance World Tour Circuit. It is a race being held by the officials of the Draconic Alliance to bolster the morale of those that find themselves within its membership.
Oh, shit. Oh, I didn't mean to. It wasn't me. It wasn't my idea.
The Draconic Alliance.
Yes, the Draconic Alliance. Everyone knows the Draconic Alliance. It's like I said earlier, the dragons came together like 200 years ago, a little over 200 years ago. They created their first, like they are an alliance. That's essentially what they did. They formed just a massive dragon alliance, which had never happened before. Most of the times dragons were just like, they did shit on their own, and that's how they operated until there were like 6 dragons that came together and was like, we need to get our shit together, and once we got our shit together, we're gonna get the world's shit together. And that's what they did. They basically the Draconic Alliance came together. They went to different kingdoms in the world, and they were like, you either join us or we destroy you. And then there were just massive wars all over the place. One of the reasons you have different races in different parts of the world is because of the Draconic Alliance. They basically, to separate like the hatred of dwarves and elves, they took dwarven armies and told them, you now live here in this elvish city. And then they did like the same thing with humans. They just displaced people all over the place to create a better camaraderie with all the different races and stuff like that. But yeah, the Draconic Alliance, they're basically responsible for keeping world peace.
Okay.
And then Abigail's father is a diplomat within the Draconic Alliance.
So you don't have to be specifically a dragon to be in a Draconic Alliance.
All the mainstream kingdoms, are basically, they have the backing of the Draconic Alliance, and they back the Draconic Alliance.
This Draconic Alliance sounds interesting.
Is that what you say to them? But because you would know about this, you would have done extensive research when you were like with Mystigon and stuff.
Yes.
So yeah, you know quite a bit already about the Draconic Alliance. So you do say it to him though, to the 2 dragons.
Yes. I tell him I've been studying up on it.
Ah, yes, of course. Something like that. The high scales. They
Don't hurt yourself.
Sorry, maybe I shouldn't have smoked. It's just like I'm a stupid person who's not great with my words unless I'm given time, but versus this dragon who's very well spoken and stuff. And it's like I'm one of those people that's always torn between like wanting to talk in person, but then in moments like this, if I can't, then I'll just paraphrase it in a sense. And he basically describes how they work hard maintaining alliances to basically keep the Draconic Alliance going, but like he kind of gets a little boastful. Like at the beginning, he sort of says that like you owe your like he wouldn't say you owe, but like it's we live in such peaceful times because of the work of the high scales. And but he says that this race that they're putting on is a race where several select teams of dragons will race across the entire world as a sort of show of like he said, it's supposed to be like a moral boost. Like to show the people that believe in the Draconic Alliance. It's like, hey, here, look at this. These guys were on the other side of the planet like a week ago, and here they are. So if times get tough, they got our back, and it'll be quick like. And then the green one kind of says that like, yes, but that could also be used in the other way. People that might be afraid of us would also realize how quick we could get to them. And he seems a little more sinister. I wouldn't say sinister is the word, but he definitely sees more of it being a God damn it, dog, don't. It being a show of strength than morale, and the two of them kind of get into a bickering match about the true purpose of the race. But then
you want to bump the tables up against each other?
I suppose he's friggin' swinging a rope around down here.
Yeah.
I just don't want to let him go, because then he's gonna frickin' knock it over, I'm sure.
He will try.
Do you have the same ones I do, Dare?
Move your fucking ass, dog.
Vance!
Hi.
Did you do your D20 roll?
Okay, so yes, they get into a little bit of a bickering match, but then Tirfalak interrupts his friend and says, we shouldn't get into these philosophical discussions among strangers. I'm sure we're boring them with such speak.
Is these races a strictly expedition morale booster, or is there a competition, a reward?
No, the dragons that have been selected are doing so out of honor, not any sort of monetary compensation.
Crazy.
Though being the quickest dragon around the world would certainly bring some sort of bragging rights, I would assume.
Are you two selected, or are you just merely training?
The selections are still under process currently, but we are working our ways to make ourselves ready for the competition should we be chosen.
Very nice.
Is it usually adults or adult dragons? Because they're not adult dragons yet, right?
As I said, it is teams. There are different. And
then fucking tiers probably.
Yes.
Weight classes. Yeah.
There are So this is like a campaign I've wanted to do. I just don't think D&D is great for it.
Dragon
But
racing.
but it's not just dragon races. Like there are other games within it that help you earn points essentially. Like the person who makes it first at the end of the race gets like a massive chunk of points, but someone else who like excelled in the games but was like super slow might still have a chance of beating the guy who just like basically skipped most of the games and just went to the end.
Yeah, grinded.
Like there are some mandatory games, and then there are other games where it's like you can either just continue that beeline for that first place point chunk, or you can just like be that person that's constantly hitting all of them.
Isn't that what happened on Sword Art? One of the Sword Art Onlines. Fucking Kirito just ran.
I didn't watch that.
Ran straight to the fucking end and fucking like dominated a bunch of stronger monsters, knowing that everybody was going to make slow pushes through the main level dungeons. He's like, "Fuck this! I'm going for the end level dungeons."
I think you're right.
And take all those fucking kills. Like that's genius.
But yeah, that's what this
skill.
dragon describes to you. Is he says it's like it's a race, but there will be games along the way. Like I've heard will potentially be clearing out dungeons and kills rack up points, so those are locations being scouted out that nefarious cults are remaining in there and must be wiped from this plane with cleansing fire.
That's where random missions of just fucking goddamn dragon SWAT force just
and that's why and like the green one is like, yes, obviously this is a show of strength, and then the other one shakes his head. He's like, no, adventurers already do this work every day. Why is it so hard for us to? And he's like, what? We don't normally. And then they get into a bickering match again, and then Tirfalak kind of like waves him off. It's like, again, enough with the philosophy talk.
Damn. So that hall over there wouldn't happen to be included in one of these things they're about to clear. What is that?
Oh, it's still a year before the competition begins, so you're hopefully safe to explore the dungeon. And besides, we're not scouts for locations.
Maybe we come back in a year after they have. God damn it! Just like right after all the smoke is settling. Jesus. But like I said, if they weren't scouting the area, then I don't think we can count on that. They would have known whether it was being scouted and shit. I guess I'll ask why they practice in here of all places? Arid heat? They going for those updrafts or what?
The competition is one which takes us across the entirety of the world. We will see many environments.
If you're working in the most extremes, then you're like they're training without like much oxygen or whatever. Technically, like astronauts can do and shit. Okay, never mind. I wouldn't even ask that.
Fair enough.
Would have been if I was a goddamn Goliath and wanted to train myself, it'd be in this shit too. I can't breathe. Oh dear God.
Everybody's changing size.
Do you have somebody following you, Combat? Do you need
what?
Blink twice if you're in trouble.
I can figure it. My eyes are too dry to blink.
It just looked like one of those situations where you were like, doing the selfie behind me. I'm being stalked. Save me.
I don't have a rear view mirror in this car.
Oh, okay. We'll be your
rear view mirror. Yeah. It's just a bunch of guitars. That's all.
Oh.
Okay.
I wouldn't want you getting pulled over like I did.
I almost did. I fucking saw lights and I was like, oh God, what's the speed limit on this road?
Yeah, no, my tabs were expired and I didn't have insurance. I got dinged for that.
Oh, fuck.
Almost.
I've been there. Yeah. The cop was like, is your car registered? And I go, no. He goes, well, do you have insurance? And I was like, I don't know. He's like, all right, since you were honest, I'll let you drive your car home and I'll just take your plates. I said, all right.
Okay.
That's fair.
Dang.
Damn.
And I thought Canadian cops were nice.
You guys have Mounties? Like, what the fuck?
Man, they would have took the car and everything. It would have been like, yeah, there would be no.
Strapped to the back of their horse.
Right.
Am I the only one who feels like we're watching an episode of Cops with?
I think that's what
fucking
Hill was getting
camera
at.
over here.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Like, do you
Is it
need
the
our
beard?
assistance? Are you being
Bad
stalked?
boys, bad boys.
I'm a bad boy in that situation.
All right. So yes,
All right. Yep. Sorry. Continue.
the dragons. Is there anything else
Kill us all.
anyone would like to talk to these guys about before they depart?
No. Not that I could think of.
Yeah.
I would want to ask about weapon stuff, but the dragons wouldn't know anything about that, right? Like that'd be a waste of the question.
They travel the fucking world. How would they not know anything about weapons?
Oh, that's true. Okay. So there's two. What was it? There was one thing I wanted. I wanted the poison arrows.
Midnight Tar.
Yes. Yes.
Give me permission.
Okay. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna ask them if they know anywhere to seek out legendary or enchanted weapons of any sort, like any clue to throughout their travels. If they can
Maybe
point me in a direction.
Maybe some that are good at killing dragonkin, but he's gonna make sure not to use against dragonkin. Huh?
I'm not gonna say that.
I'm keeping it off the streets to save you, your young ones. Ah, shit.
He will say, several months back, we were in the capital city of the Kingdom
Are
of
you writing this
Fire.
down, right? Right, Vance?
Wait,
What?
so
Okay.
Kingdom of what?
Kingdom
I'm
of
just making
Fire.
I was making sure he was writing this down. This is the stuff I would usually write down for myself.
Kingdom of Fire. months
Which
ago.
you guys, your property is like right at the edge of the Kingdom of Fire.
What?
That's nice. Hell, we could maybe even send the boys to go do it.
Boys?
He was
Is
at the
how far
capital
away?
city known as Brimhallow.
Oh, we've been there, right?
Yes, you guys, that's where you got your deed finalized in combat's name.
Right, that's right.
Brimhallow.
Brim
Hallow.
Hallow.
So BRIMH.
M.
Oh.
A
And it's
L
our
L
property is how
OW.
our property is how far away from that?
It's a couple months travel by normal means.
Cars in the shop.
I'm gonna dog ear
condom.
this page to make sure. I'm gonna put
What is your shirt, Combat?
Weapon.
That- What's your shirt? What is your shirt?
Oh, the
What's
Punisher.
Who is that? Or
Punisher?
oh, hell yeah. Okay, cool. Fuck yeah. Punisher's the shit. Oh, Frank Castle, right?
Yep.
Isn't that his name?
I
He's got a
still
badass
like
name,
the
but
original
you-
movie that they made.
Oh
The
yeah,
original
with,
one.
Right? That one was good.
Yeah, that was the best one. The TV show. I think the guy's done pretty good job too. But
Yeah.
I really liked that first movie. It was well
Yeah.
done.
No, that was the epitome of Frank Castle. John Travolta, right? Was in it?
yeah.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one.
John Travolta was
Yep.
the shark.
Yeah,
guy.
okay.
Oh, so we're talking about a different movie then, because there's one before that too.
Oh, damn.
There's one before.
Yeah, with Dolph Lundgren.
Oh, no shit.
Dolph Lundgren. I don't
Fucking
know if I
RoboCop?
could accept him as the Punisher.
No, it's Peter Weller.
Wait, what?
Peter Weller is RoboCop.
Oh. Oh, yeah. No,
Dolph
I'm an idiot.
Lundgren.
Goddamn. Yeah,
Like,
I'm sorry.
big
I'm stupid.
job.
I feel I'm embarrassing myself.
Real
Oh,
doopy voice. He was the
He wasn't-
Russian in Rocky.
Rocky? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
I see.
My bad. Totally fucked up.
Thomas Jane was the Punisher in the new Punisher movie you're thinking of.
Okay, sorry. Anyways, the dragons. You asked. So yes, they said they were a few months back. They were in the capital city of the Kingdom of Fire, Brimhallow, and there is a famous road there known as the Iron Road, which has blacksmiths and armorers and bow crafters from all over the world that create and enchant weapons there. You could certainly find a decent weapon there. And then they've heard stories of many weapons in their time. They could, as Tirfalak phrases it, he could talk your ear off with how many stories they've heard. Whether half of them are true, they don't know. Some of these legends would take you to realms of planes of completely different existence, lands of eternal shadow and undeath, or the Feywild, where tricks and nefariousness are plethora. Realms of
What's going on,
burning ash.
Why can't I take any Pringles out of the can?
Those are our
It's a
my
dice
friends.
tower.
Oh, shit.
This is
Can't
combat.
move the tin, the
That's
fucking
Midnighter.
can though. But
That's Fred. That's me. That's Kill, but he's not in his chair right now. I don't know. It's
You tell that kid to mind his own business.
Yeah.
Mind your P's and Q's, Corbin.
and then apologize for it later.
For now.
Ah!
can actually
Oh, no.
take you to different realms.
Yes, you guys have been. You went to a world of complete water. That's where you found another well.
Vance.
Yeah.
When we're done with D&D, you should tell them your absolute Canadian
I'm a bad
story
DM.
from our chat yesterday on PlayStation.
So yes. Unless there is some sort of specific
I didn't hear that.
thing you can give us, you can tell them, like he says, they know of many legends, and like if you gave us something a little more concrete in your desires, rather than vague enchanted magical items, because such things are abound like the air and the sky.
Let's just say I'm undecisive and I want to see what options I have. But I'm mostly wanting like the scimitar and enchanted bows, stuff like that. So, because I already have one, which is the ice bow,
Yes.
right? And that's considered enchanted.
Yes.
Yeah. So, I'll just explain to him that's all I'm looking for is the small scimitars and like bows, like archery. Even crossbow.
A crossbow.
You said you were gonna work on something about that. Remember we talked about last time?
Yeah, if you want a crossbow, that's completely fine. So you ask.
You sound disappointed about it.
No, I just. This is the moment that I could never be prepared for, so that's the only thing I just need. So you ask them about a crossbow?
Yeah, looking like for enchanted crossbow and enchanted scimitars. And sorry, Fred, what did you say?
Me?
No,
said
Fred
you should
said
tell
something
them
about my kids.
I didn't say anything about your kids.
No, when my kids are here, I thought that's what you were saying. Tell them. I thought that's who you were telling me to tell.
No, I was saying you should tell the D&D crew about your very Canadian comment last night on PlayStation chat.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Uh-oh.
Was it, I'm sorry?
Yeah, it had to do with that, but you need the whole context that would fucking just make you die
Oh,
laughing.
jeez. Beck said something about doing my wife or whatever, and I got all weird, and I said ew, but then I felt offended, thought I offended people because I wasn't meaning that there's anything wrong with that. So I said to Bex that I'm sorry for it. And everybody burst out laughing because they said, you just said sorry for somebody for saying they can't do your wife.
Do they like remove your guy's spine at birth? Is that like circumcision in Canada?
What about what?
Oops.
About what?
Circumcision.
Right.
Yeah, we do that.
That's not what I asked. That's all right. Never mind. Don't apologize to me. He didn't do anything wrong.
But it was pretty.
It was more funnier than one of those you had to be there moments.
Yeah. But Beck's just like, but you don't have to say sorry. And she got weird. It was funny.
All right. So the dragon tells you about Brimhallow and the Iron Road, and then you ask about a crossbow or a set of twin swords. And Tirfalak is able to tell you about a legend of a dwarven crossbow. What the details of that legend are exactly, I don't know. He does. He tells your character.
Be determined.
Yes. So
Adorable.
now do I
Yeah,
not only have to
given to
work
you.
on the mercenary sabers you want, now I have to work on this. So maybe it's a good thing we lose internet for a while.
Yeah, but the twin swords, we already got somewhat of a story from like
Yes.
that ranger
Yes.
or the tomb with the bear.
It was the
Now they're gonna actually lose internet. Quote quote.
when Vance is around.
What was?
Nope, sorry, no connection.
Oh, Vance, you can't make it that week? Oh, we have internet.
That's fucked up.
What's the name of the? What's the dead guy they were talking about before? What's her face from that I was trying to hit on that I failed miserably?
The
You're
dude
trying to
with
hit
the
on a dead
twin
person?
scimitars?
Yeah, what was?
I still don't know his name yet.
No, but what was he?
He was a raider.
Raider.
He was a bandit who lived in the desert, and he attacked people and took their stuff. There are legends that said he was like a Robin Hood type that he gave to the poor, and then there are other legends that are like, no, he kept it all to himself.
Dirty scoundrel.
He was a...
Can I ask the dragon about if he knows anything about that one?
He probably does, but I don't.
Well, but
I don't know how to tell you. You're beating a dead horse here.
well, he just wants it to be noted that that is also something he is adding to the ever bounding list of info.
His character is just keep digging that knife in your back every chance he gets.
It's fine. It's fine. I don't need my sanity or anything.
Filthy God.
So yes, you ask about the legends of this raider, and they say, yeah, I think about 6 months back we were on that
Body blah, body blah.
on the other side of we were off towards the
Sorry.
more central section of this continent, and we might have stumbled upon that tomb. Whether they did or not, for sure, they cannot be certain because, again, they did not go in to investigate it. But they do remember a distinct sort of statue of a man who wielded 2 scimitars.
Be a showpiece. There's a
He's gonna
dog in
make
it.
sure next time any encounters we have is straight fighting. Just so you can't ask again somehow.
It's fine. I really don't care. So yes. Other than that, who else wants a side quest that I don't have the information for?
Ooh.
Please.
Mike, we can scratch this.
No,
I was
it's
just
it's
trying.
not a problem.
Oh, here comes the
It's
Canadian.
not a problem. It is honestly not a problem. Unless right now your character would say, "Hey, fuck you guys. We're not going to do the mission we're doing right now. We're going to go find these swords." It's
no
not
problem with it.
relevant. I can figure it out when it is.
Gotcha. That's you.
So
That
his
makes-
character's just going to be distracted, dreaming about these
Unless
swords the
unless you
entire
guys
time.
say we're abandoning this mission and we are going to go find those bandit scimitars, then yes, I will say we have to stop right now because I am not ready for the thing you want to do, so we'll have to pick it up later. Or we continue with what's going on already, which I'm already prepared for.
Hint, hint. He wants
Well,
us
first
to
of
do
all,
option B.
combat, you got comms going through tabletop again.
Oh, shit. All right.
Second of all, I would be a dick because, I mean, this scimitar shit's starting to get real interesting now. Being that it was like the past like 5-10 minutes of conversation.
Just you barely added anything yet. Jesus Christ, you just know how to dig yourself some holes, don't you, kid?
But no, we're already in.
If-
We might as well keep
I
pushing.
told you that if that's the mission you want to go on, we have to stop right now. So if you don't want to play D&D, just fucking tell me.
No, I want to go on this mission, and I want you to wing it the entire fucking time.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys will need to either decide if you want to go over the mountain range to the west or if you want to go around back towards the forest you guys just escaped from with the undead monstrosities, or you could actually loop around the mountain range to the west through the south, which is sort of the direction you need to go for the mission you were on, but
Sounds like you're doing a fine job at winging this. We could go any direction we want.
you have 4 weeks of supplies.
Or no?
Looks like we might have to kill these dragons for
Ah.
some meat.
All right. Carrying on.
Yeah, I think we're done talking to
Okay.
these dragons.
You sure? No one else wants a side mission?
They did tell us like where the dragon race will start and shit like that, right?
That's their come.
They know the race is going to start at the capital city of the Draconic Alliance, which I'm not sure of the name of. I have an entire world that is not filled out yet, but yeah, they say it's going to start there, and basically they're starting in like the human continent, moving towards the dwarven continent, going over a massive ocean, making it to the elven continent. Nico! Making it to the elven continent, going through there, and then coming back to the capital. But the specific date is still hasn't been decided. They say it should be that's what I wanted. Actually, it's probably
Boogie, lay the
probably
fuck
not
down.
even. I'm gonna say it's more. It's actually like 2 years, but it should take place. They're hoping to start the race at the beginning of the new year of year something. I need to look at a note real quick. The year you guys are in currently is the year 236 AOD, and it should be starting the first day of 238 AOD.
Gotcha. Well,
Okay.
I'm good.
So, the polite dragon with silver scales, he thanks you guys for indulging them in conversation. It's been a while since they've had someone to talk to other than the two of them. And then they bid you farewell, and they just like kind of go straight up into the air, and then you see them eventually kind of just like swoop down, and using like that momentum energy, they just take off, and then you guys continue along your way. That was day 17, but that was the only encounter I wanted you guys to have before you got to the next section. So the next day, no event. You come to the edge of the road. Now, you guys must travel through a desolate landscape, barren of water and food, and using the rations you have brought along with you. We are going into a skill challenge. However, because you spoke with the dragons and asked them about the tomb of Daedarius, you already start with 2 successes. You need 8 successes before 3 failures, and the primary skills for this challenge are perception, to look out for things that might want to eat you, or things you might want to eat, just in case to supplement certain supplies. Yeah, you brought like 4 weeks, I believe, is what you said.
Has Kill done it, or has Dance done a skill check yet?
I think he's been a part of a
challenge.
couple skill challenges.
He must have by now. So we need 8 or we need 6?
You need 6 before
need
3.
6.
So the primary 7 weeks.
Perception.
Okay, Jesus Christ. Okay, so perception, to look out for things that might be on the prowl. Like it doesn't just have to be like you guys looking for something to eat, which Kolvok has clarified. You guys have like 7 weeks of supplies, so that's not exactly a problem. But still, maybe something that wants to turn you into food and take the food that you have. So perception checks there. Investigation checks, which is because you're trying to survive the environment, but you're also trying to find the tomb, essentially. So basically, investigation checks will be looking for signs of like old roads, ones that aren't just like foot trails, like ones that were maybe worked with stone in them, not just like things that were made by local wildlife and stuff like that, or other like maybe looking for even just remnants of old homes and stuff like that, so you might be in a close vicinity of where some like civilization type stuff might have been. Survival, again, to provide yourselves with essential supplies off of the land.
Just to, I guess, to clarify to you.
What? Round down? Huh. I thought it was round up.
I just found that in the book, so.
Sorry about that.
So yes, so survival and then nature to also, instead of like, to basically much like an investigation check, you can use nature to sort of recognize where lines have been imposed on nature, which like things that don't seem naturally placed or something like that. So yes, those are the 4 primary skills. You can use any skill you're proficient in, if you can find some way to justify how it works in this situation. Like if you want to be like, I want to make a history check to see if maybe while we were at Mystigons, I saw a map of like the area we're in, and I can like narrow down where potential places where civilization would want to be, then that would happen. It's just more difficult to do than the 4 primary skills of perception, investigation, survival, and nature. So you guys already start out with 2 successes, so you only need 6 before you get 3 failures. You can do any skill you're proficient in. If you're not proficient in, you can't do it.
I missed some important stuff. Okay, no, I said I'll be right back.
Perception. All right.
We're doing a skill challenge. We need 6 successes before
Failures.
3 wins or 3 losses.
Oh, God damn it, you freaking asshole. Stop.
All right.
What
So,
am I supposed to roll?
So any skill you are proficient in, you can try to use in this skill challenge. There are 4 primary skills. Like these are skills which make sense to me to be used in this situation. The situation is you guys are in a very desolate landscape that you need to traverse, but you're also searching for the tomb. Okay, so yeah, that's the other thing I forgot to mention. But yeah, you're searching for the tomb while trying to survive in a desolate landscape. So like survival checks. So yeah, there are 4 primary skills: perception, to keep an eye out for things that might want to hunt and kill you guys and take your stuff, or potentially to look for extra food supplies, even though Kolvok has brought 7 weeks worth of food, or supplies, I should say. It's not just food. Investigation, to look for like buildings or man-made roads that might lead to like, which make reference to like their civilization around here. So you can be like, yeah, if we go this way, we'll probably we might find this tomb we're looking for. Survival, you guys are in like a dry landscape, so it's like, hey, it's getting really hot out, so we'll take cover under this rock for a few hours so we don't like die from heat exhaustion. And then nature, to look similar to investigation, where you look for things that seem out of place in nature. It seems like it's more deliberately placed there to be like, hey, again, this might lead us to this tomb we're looking for. So these are the primary skills. They're the easiest ones to make a skill check at, but you can use any skill you want as long as you can contextualize it to the situation and it makes sense to me for what you're trying to achieve.
Use my water dowsing skills, dowsing rod.
When did you get those?
I was just throwing that out as an option.
I
I didn't mean I was looking to do
So,
it. No.
you guys will make it to the tomb. However, if you get 3 failures before 6 successes at this point, you guys basically go past the point that you think you should, and you have to like backtrack, and you'll lose 2 weeks of supplies instead of 1.
thinking about being online exclusive.
What?
Nothing.
So yes, you'll make it to the tomb, but if you get 3 failures before 3 or 6 successes, then you burn 2 weeks of resources. That was going to be the only punishment. Jesus Christ, dog. So, who would like to go first?
Are there any creatures or beings en route?
That we were told about, I guess.
That we can talk to?
Oh. There's supposed to be a barren waste. The only thing we can luck out
you
again
asked
with is
what
probably
other
like
things might be
other...
here, and you were told by Mystigon that it was probably like orc tribes, goblin hovels,
maybe find adventurers like ourselves, but that's about it.
Snake cults, like nothing. There is not a lot of civilized creatures in this area.
Man, I am gonna steal your idea and do a history check
Okie
for a
dokie.
map.
You son of a bitch.
Huh?
Nothing. People just
Oh.
taking my ideas and shit.
Well, you know, it would be nice once in a while to have a fucking skill that is useful in these fucking things.
Right?
I'm sorry. I should be that's a good point. I should probably be turning certain social interactions that you guys attempt into skill challenges more often.
Yeah.
I ain't complaining. I won't fuck with you, man.
I mean,
24.
I don't think I got survival. Or wait, do I?
24. So yeah, you recall not even like recently, like this was years ago, like when you like first popped out of the volcano and first started like sort of recovering how to use your forgotten abilities, even though you can't remember who you are as a person. You still like had this inkling for magical talents that you could achieve. Like at this point, you're now doing things that you've never thought you've been capable of, in a sense. Like you feel like you're powerful than what your memories felt. Like basically Mystagon got you up to the point, like when you were level 5, when you met everybody, that was when you were like, I think this is all the things I used to know when I was whoever the hell I was. And then that's when you like went out to be your own person. But yeah, when you were still with Mystagon, you were looking through some maps of the Serpent Hills, and because of how you were told by the dragons, you guys just kind of make like a beeline for like the first 6 days, which is like your 2 successes from the dragon. So you like really kind of try to narrow in the spot that you're searching for the tomb, instead of just like trying to search the entire ridgeline or whatever. But yeah, you recall looking at the maps of the Serpent Hills and taking note of like it was a pretty old map, and it seemed like it had some detailings for like a kind of series of small towns, and you recognize some of the landmarks around you, and you feel like you guys are getting pretty close to that area. So that is 3 successes, no failures. Who would like to provide next for the skill challenge?
I'll give it a go.
Oh, okay, so give it a go.
So I can pick my highest.
Here comes
one,
the
right?
encounter.
We're just doing the D12. The D12. Right?
No, D20 plus
D20.
whatever skill you are proficient in, which you can contextualize.
Like my highest number, right?
Uh,
Because I have stealth as my highest number.
how would you use stealth in this situation to try to help you guys survive in the arid landscape or find the tomb?
Yeah, good point. I have survival as a 7. So we can survive in the desert, right?
Yeah, like because it's very dry, hot landscape, like you could sort of create a track where you guys are staying under like rock cover, like in shadows and stuff, so you're not getting like extremely overheated. So yeah, go ahead and make your survival check if that is what you would like to do.
So that would be just a D20 plus my
Yes.
7, right? 13.
All right. So yeah, you're able to find a very good line that doesn't deviate far from the sort of foot of the mountain range, but also keep like people fairly covered in shade by like by the changing of the sun and such like that, and so that people aren't getting like super overheated and needing to use extreme amounts of water while they're here. So yeah, that is another success. Who would like to try next?
I'll do perception.
Okie dokie.
So 21.
21. All right. So yeah, you're keeping an eye out, and as you're like staying within the shade cover, you kind of scout out a little bit, and you take notice of like 3 individuals, and they've like hunted down this like Komodo dragon sized lizard, and they like you see a couple of them like picking up the body, and then one is like keeping an eye out, and you notice that these creatures have like very serpent like features. Like they kind of look like Voldemort from Harry Potter, just like flat face, like slits for nose. Some of them seem to have like green scales even, and
I've never seen Harry Potter.
That's fine.
I think I have an idea of what we were talking about, though.
So, but they like pick up this lizard, and then they start like heading into the hills. But you were able to see them before they saw you, so you're able to like stop the party and then keep an eye on them and make sure that they're not going to intercept your path again anytime soon. So yes, that was one more success. 5 successes out of 8 with 0 failures. Who would like to go next?
One can still do survival if somebody else has done it, right?
Yes.
Can we go again?
You can't do the same. No. You cannot do the same check. So Vance has done survival. He cannot do another survival check, but someone else can do survival if they have the proficiency. Okay.
I'll roll for survival.
Do you have proficiency in survival as well?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Go ahead and roll.
$21 again.
Nice.
Okay, so combat, you you find a nice like cove, or actually a cave. It's been like hollowed out by wind in this region, that's like carved into the like cliffside, and you guys hunker down in there for the night, and it's kind of got like a nice bend and goes pretty deep, so you guys can like light a campfire. There are like small little vents that the smoke is able to go through, so you guys won't get smoked out, and no one should take notice of the fire. So you guys go through the night pretty with a sound sleep, and then wake up the next day to head off and then Kolvok, sort of taking note of how the ranger has been directing you guys and keeping you within the shade. You sort of take a similar stance because you probably hate this weather more than anybody else in the crew. So you are able to keep everyone cool, like well regulated with the supplies that you have. And yeah, 7 successes, no failures, just one more success, and then you guys will find the tomb of Didarius. There's always been at least one failure. I don't think you guys have ever failed one, though, yet.
No.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I'm out of useful proficiencies.
Was it perception too?
You already made a perception check, correct?
Did I?
I think.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. I looked at persuade. No, yeah, whatever. What was the other two?
Nature and investigation.
All right, I'll roll for nature.
Okie dokie.
15.
15. Nico? Nico! Okay, 15. Sorry. Dog being stupid. Yeah, so you definitely take notice of some of the paths you guys are coming along, and some of them definitely seem like they're from like foot traffic. They weren't like crafted deliberately, but then you guys come across a road that definitely seems like it's not as naturally occurring, and then eventually you guys start to follow it along, and you do find these like patches where there's like cobblestone that's been planted in, so it definitely seems like this was a man-made road, and you guys continue along.
So,
Following
so
it.
my important question is: anybody use the Cash App?
That one specifically?
Yes. I just need like a question answered.
Yeah.
I've never used it.
Have you have combat?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've got like a linked card, and then there's an account below that. Is that account linked to my bank at all?
Did you get the card from the bank?
Well, I've got a debit card, a Visa debit card. Well, I don't believe this would be horrible to show over the internet.
No,
so
don't.
the 140, the 140 account. Would that be? Is that? Oh, it didn't even. My bad. We totally went out of that. So this is in linked banks, and then I'm just curious whether the account 140 is that an actual bank, or is that like the Cash App account?
The 140?
Yes. Yeah.
Like
the account
$140?
No, it's account 140. It just says account 140.
No, that's probably the Cash App thing. That doesn't sound like a bank account.
Okay, so yeah, or to put this in layman terms also, my debit card is currently like negative, but I got sent money, and I don't want to have to put it towards my negative account. So the account 140 would be how I could trade it between somebody else.
I think so.
Okay, all right, that's what I'm kind of going with too. Place bank, sure, yeah, whatever. I almost put in my other bank account. Okay,
I'll be right back.
carry on. Sorry. Cash App uses, yeah, okay, and it's already kind of sounding like it. Link your bank account. Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm not like super familiar with it. I've used like Venmo
Use
and shit
Plaid
more.
to link your bank account. Thinking bear. Maybe not. Maybe that was something else. Huh. Damn it. Interesting. I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to forward it to you. I'm going to have to send it back to Kurt and then have him send it to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If I can even reject it now. Okay, so there's...
I hadn't already set that up with your account.
I've already set this up, yeah. Shit, refund? What? Yeah. Yeah, I could deposit from the Cash App into my bank. So it looks like I can push refund. So, is that what I want to do?
All right.
I don't know how else to make sure you can get it.
I'm more PayPal.
Yeah.
Man, you killed it. Your camera does not want to cooperate with you tonight.
I mean, I don't know how else I would send it back to him. That's...
It blinks every now and then.
Yeah.
I assumed it would be
turns off
refund.
and turns back on. That might have been because
What?
of the freaking dog last week.
Oh.
So the dog actually broke it?
I mean, maybe.
Fuck.
Tell the dog a new one.
All right. So, the entrance to
I think he's also
Darius's
asked Kurt.
tomb stands in what was once a large paved plaza.
Hmm?
The remains of a fountain are now little more than a
I'll try
stone
to figure it
circle
out through him. We still have a couple
set
days
around
before...
a crumbling hole in the ground leading to a well deep below.
True.
2 stone statues stand in the courtyard, raising 20 feet high. Behind them, a 40-foot high edifice is carved into the cliffside, dominated by relief columns carved with strange, otherworldly scenes. What would you guys like to do?
I'll text him.
I'm thinking proceeding forward.
Good time is for us getting... Yeah, because he's about to getting kicked out of his house, I believe.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do?
I'm not sure. He's, figuring it out, of course.
All right, so you guys are headed to the edifice carved in the cliffside between the 2 statues. Okay. As you approach the statues, you hear the sudden sound of grinding stone. The colossal figures turn their massive heads, their shattered features staring down at you. 2 voices issue forth in unison, booming out as though erupting from the deep earth. Halt! You come before Didarius, Ether Walker, and Conduit of Clairvoyance. Behold ye now his wondrous triumphs. Didarius extends wisdom and offers knowledge. Which do you seek?
What was the 3 things again? Knowledge and...
Behold ye now his wondrous triumphs. Didarius extends wisdom and offers knowledge. Which do you seek?
This is coming from the well, right?
No, it's coming
Knowledge?
from the statues.
Yeah, I'm thinking knowledge.
Do you say this out loud to them, Shadow?
Sure.
Okay. Didarius shall grant you what
I
you seek,
seek
but only
knowledge.
if you heed him and continue to show proper respect. Then they, you hear the sound of grinding stone again, and they, return to their natural position.
Intriguing. Alright, so well, just look around before proceeding forward,
Make
I
a
guess.
perception check.
Just gotta get a water. I'll be right back.
Unacceptable. Tenuous dungeon.
That'll teach him.
Oh, fuck.
5. You notice there are like a few sort of ruined buildings around this area, and then there's the 2 statues, and then the opening in the cliffside behind you. It looks like there's a door deeper within.
I guess I'm just gonna proceed forward.
All right. Shadow wishes to proceed forward. Everyone's tagging along. Okay.
Yeah. I think I'm just the only one here right now.
Kolvok is in the kitchen, so.
I will.
Tiles, current dungeon. Alright, so for those that are in tabletop, I have a set of tiles set up. You guys are starting at the cross of the... Wait, let me... Give me a second. So north is there. Yes. That set of tiles, you're starting at the north end. So there's like a little ladder right here leading up. Kolvok, I assume, out in front. Right when I picked you up, it flipped you over, so. Where's Odin's piece?
Now he returns. While barely surviving this fight, and Vance just gets back.
Do you know where your character piece is, Vance? Hello?
You muted.
No, sorry. No. Last time we were on here, it was with the tree stuff. Now the tree stuff are gone. Well, is it on the floor?
Damn tree hugger.
There's this wolf over here.
Indeed.
We have to like respawn it or something?
Yeah.
In order to get your piece respawn, you gotta do 5 jumping jacks and stand on one leg for 3 minutes.
That's not happening.
But it's the rule.
Alright, I made another one.
do we name it?
I'm
again?
doing it.
Oh, okay. What's that noise?
It might be Kill in the background doing dishes.
Oh,
Where are you getting the fucking dice rollers from?
I found it in the workshop.
All right, so ahead of you guys, at the end of this
Browsing.
T, there is a doorway, a double doorway. What would you like to do?
Is it like flesh against, or is there like some cracks type shit? Like, is it,
What do you?
how well sealed is
It looks pretty well intact.
There's no opening enough to squeeze my dragon in.
No.
Is there anything else like around the door area, door frame, or anything?
Make a perception check.
Listen, people, I gotta stop looking at shit. I'm not very perceptive.
I swear there's some interference happening here. Oh, it went away.
14.
Oh, whoops. The door is open. I should have looked at the book. The door is ajar.
Wait, I thought there was a door
Well,
though.
in that
Sorry,
case,
my bad. Looks like there's even sort of like damaging or something on the wall.
Is it a door or is it a jar though?
Yes.
Okay.
damaging as in it looks like someone broke in,
Make
or
a intelligence check.
If they trying to
I
get
think
out.
that I can do. I can do that. All right. Although I think Kovac would be more of a breaking in expert, but
Yeah.
come on, why you gotta be dirty to me, you fucking cock? 7.
I go and kick in a little piece of it, just to, just so he can't be sure after that. Looks like something broke into it.
Yeah.
Ow.
It seems like it might have been forced open, but maybe it's I don't know. Like, I don't know what other thing your character might think it is. So I probably shouldn't have even had you roll. Should have just let you think whatever you wanted. But yeah, it seems like the damage. You're not sure what else might have been able to do that. It definitely seems like it was potentially forced open.
Is it dark inside or there's light? Like, and do I hear
there's
anything
no
coming
light.
out?
You don't hear anything.
Then I'm going to send Mishu and to look around, just like right inside the door.
Mushu pork.
Mishu.
So the dragon swoops in,
Oh, that does not smell good. Oh, God.
Send the dragon in. Or you're looking through it, I assume.
Uh-huh. I'm just gonna fall backwards. Fuck it.
Catch fall?
Yep.
Alright, I'll make a perception check. Do I see it? Do I see it in time?
I'm assuming if I stand and then go into senses, like
No,
I
you
just
don't.
lose everything,
You don't
right?
lose everything. It's just like you go deaf and blind because now your senses are the dragons. So you don't.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
you can still
just
stand
then?
there.
Oh.
You can still do catch fall
My
if you
bad,
want. I got an 11. If you want me to try to catch you.
Fuck it. Let's do it.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you send your dragon in, and as it enters in, you, Shadow, hear in your mind, some secrets are not meant for mortal minds to know. Look away from the darkness in which such knowledge hides. Your dragon sees there are 6 statues here, all of cowled wizards leaning on staffs, their faces obscured by deep hoods. The hollows of the hoods' form are particularly dark. Niches between the statues. Oh. Never mind on that part. That's only for me. But yeah.
We didn't know about
Keep
that.
reading.
No, please carry on.
We don't
No, it's
interrupt.
Fine. It's fine. You don't need to know that. So yeah, it's these 6 statues. They're cowled. They're like wizards with their hoods up. They have staves, and then there's like a shadow being cast over the face of.
Whoa. They're creating shadow?
Sure. Like, oh wait,
they were
so
shadow
it's
casting.
dark in here, so the shadow over their faces seems darker than even like the small bit of sunlight that's kind of peering into the room.
And you said something about knowledge and looking away from darkness or something like that? Should we like not look into the hoods?
Nah, man, you do the opposite of what you're told. Don't you know our crew?
But the statue said.
No, I'm being an asshole.
Respect.
Yeah, no, this is one of those instances where we can't be disrespectful. We can't get away with our shenanigans.
Keep the panther off the rafter.
Solid copy, Ghost Rider. I'm just here for the ride. Just imagine me as a ghost.
Can't see anything else. Like on the walls, on the floor, the ceiling. Make a perception check. What there?
It's making stuff.
My account? I told you I have like $30 in there. You don't have to borrow shit, just use it.
I hope those doors want to stay upright.
Let me confirm. I'm pretty sure I have 30. I think I have like $34 in there. Save 5 so I can buy that fucking game for Allison.
Okay, fine.
Make it like 6 or 7 because I don't know about packs or anything.
Stupid door. Oh, Jesus.
Damn. That's a fucking goddamn portcullis now.
God.
So this is just like the trees that we could have been
in there.
using that, but we didn't before.
Yeah.
You attempt a 4770 purchase, dear?
What's wrong?
Okay, so yeah.
Did you brush your teeth?
Dragon.
How they look?
We're back.
I'm the purple
Move
one
doors.
because I'm a ranger.
I'm kidding. Don't answer that. Do we need to make our figurines bigger then?
No.
Or do you just want to use?
I'm going to go by the size.
Going to bed, bud? Yeah, I'll come
Size
check
you
you in
are
a
in
second.
size. Increase the size of your character. Fucking.
Yeah, mine's bigger, of course. Always.
All right, so
Jesus.
your dragon sees the 6 statues. You guys are still back here. What would you guys like to do?
You just want to get your dragon to pull off this? No, I don't know. And Shadow was the only one that heard that?
Yes, Shadow was the only one that heard that.
Alright. Does he flash back to his body at all?
I
Or?
don't know. Do you, Shadow? He walked away.
Alright, then I'm just going to take the lead on this one, and I'm gonna pretend he was leading the way, but pushing him along.
So you want Shadow in front of
Okay.
you as you push him?
Nah, I don't know if that'd be a good idea. I mean, fuck. I'll be holding his hand. Like, that's how I can get him behind me. It's great. And I'll slowly take the lead if he's not. Assuming that we have to like follow his bird or stick close to it. So I'll stay within sight of the bird if that makes sense to me. The winged creature.
All right, Kolvok is moving forward, dragging Shadow along with him. What about the other two?
I'm coming. Oh, that's a comment. Sorry. Oh, that's a block.
That's what he
Why is
said.
this-
Everything.
Sorry.
All right, so you guys are
What time is it? Is it amateur hour?
at the door. You see the 6 statues.
Maybe.
Maybe.
What would you like to do?
I would like to ride the upturned pillars. No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry. Still nothing for Shadow?
I don't know. He stepped away from the table.
So we got the
I'm back. Sorry.
I was just about to push you into the flaming ball of fire.
But I got fire resistance, so how about it?
So do I. You want to just go in there together? We'll be like,
As long as we're holding hands and skip in.
we're already holding hands.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. No, we're I was
You
just
roll
going
for
off
friendship.
and
Okay,
following
go in.
your- I'm trying to stay inside of your
Just gonna check my kids and I'll be right back.
winged creature. Unless you flash
door's
back or
open.
whatnot. So is he just circling in this room then,
I
or
don't know.
what?
Alright, I step away from comms and everything. Can somebody catch me up quick?
Kolvok dragged you towards the door because
Okay.
you were catatonic and he felt like you weren't taking charge of the situation.
Whoa,
I'm
never said that. I even waited for him to come back.
I know.
God,
I'm just messing around.
You're paraphrasing.
it's not fair.
So, you guys, he's brought you to the door. You guys are now entering the room with the 6 hooded statues.
So, do I see anything on? Like, is this
Yes.
the size of the room? So it's
Kind
like a
of, yes.
hallway.
Corridor.
Okay. Am I want to like look on the ceiling, look on the walls, the floor, like see whatever I see.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
But I want to do it through my dragon because my dragon has better eyesight apparently.
Nice. Hell yeah. Probably all the sun,
14.
all the sun reflection off my perfect shiny baldness.
14. All right, so your dragon's just looking around at everything. Shadow?
Yes, he said
Okay.
everything.
Yeah. Sorry. I thought you were like
You were declaring,
describing shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
I felt you, but with the pause there, it was like, that's... Go ahead. Sorry.
All right.
Ow.
I thought he was like thinking of something or whatever. That's why I didn't answer.
You're looking around with your dragon. You don't take anything of note, but your eyes glance upon the shadows being cast by the hoods of these statues, and it seems like a very unnatural darkness, and your mind is being sort of like drawn to look within it. What would you like to do?
Are the hoods the same, or at least look like the same type of statue, or do the
they
hoods
all look
different?
identical.
My mind wants to look in it, but I'm not like actually being forced
Like
to look in it.
there's this like calling deep in your brain that says like there's something in there. Maybe if I just take a closer look, I can find out what it is. How you wish.
So is it more than a curiosity look, or is it like something's increasing
The
the
more
curiosity?
you look into the darkness, the more this feeling seems to take you over. So
Oh shit.
something can happen. I want to know how in this moment does your character fall into this indulgence to see what is in the darkness, or do you shy away from it?
Fuck.
The thirst for knowledge, or... Well, shit. I feel like... Damn it. I didn't say that. Never mind.
Can you run?
I guess no.
Can
Maybe
you
that
say
didn't
that
apply.
phrase that came
Some
into my
secrets
head
are
again
not
when
meant for
when
mortal
Dragon
minds
entered?
to know. Look away from the darkness
Oh.
in which such knowledge hides.
Duh.
Alright, so translation: if I don't look in, I won't know shit.
Oh. That's an interesting... Wait. What did it say?
Some secrets are not meant for mortal minds to know. Look away from the darkness in which such knowledge hides.
Which means the knowledge
Yes.
is in the darkness.
But some knowledge is not meant for mortals to know.
Yeah, the knowledge that is in the darkness is the knowledge that is not meant for the mortals.
So you trying to look at that? You consider yourself not mortal?
Do you continue to look into the deep, deep darkness as it pulls at your heartstrings?
You know, do as your character would do.
That
Honestly.
is all I want.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. My character's gonna be torn.
I can feel you on that. I see where you're coming from. I wouldn't even have thought of it like that.
Of the dude, the first thing my character was told is to respect him. So
And you told him you were here for knowledge, so I totally get where you're coming from. I like I said, I didn't even consider the way you're thinking right now, and that does kind of make that a tougher decision. Whether we're actually here to seek the knowledge, or whether, yeah.
My character always wants knowledge. My character also wants to respect. Came for the knowledge, told the statues for knowledge. The statues said, if you respect, you will receive the knowledge. But when I entered, or my dragon entered through my head, it said to not look into the darkness where the knowledge is. So it's torn between getting the knowledge and respecting by not looking.
Yeah. No, I feel you.
So, wording that out,
Who's to say?
my character
Maybe-
is going to
Maybe you and your
look
dragon
away.
are immortal, so you don't have to consider yourself pat yourself in with the mortals. Yeah.
No, okay. This is what I'm gonna do. My dragon, or I'm gonna. We are going to look away and not go into the shadow because the statue said if I respect, I will receive the knowledge that I want.
Okay.
Fair enough logic.
Yeah.
All right. So you turn away from the shadows,
Should still receive it.
and that gripping desire to know what lies within the dark definitely leaves you.
It's not leaving.
enough.
It's just gonna subside.
So yes, Shadow.
Just was told to sit the fuck down. For
Shadow
a
was
second.
already in a coma, so none of you would have really been able to notice his state of mind because he was looking through his dragon.
I noticed his little hand squeezes.
So yes, how would you guys like to proceed? Are you going to tell your friendlies, "Hey, don't look at the faces," or are you just gonna be like, "Let's get through this room real quick"?
Do we hear the same voice as we go through?
Shadow was the only one that heard
I am gonna
that phrase.
Even if I were to walk like further into the room, like a step forward. Oh, am I already past that? Never mind. I see. Or yeah, whatever puts me past that threshold, in a sense.
It was when the dragon
nothing
entered
then?
the room that Shadow heard it.
Okay. All right. That's fair. Okay. I was thinking we would each hear it or something.
see. I know how Kovak is, so I'm gonna pull out of my dragon senses and specifically look at Kovak and tell him to stay away from the statues.
Okay. So wait, so is that supposed to be like information for me to the vision? But don't we got to go forward?
I don't
guess-
even know how the statues are laid
This
out.
is gonna be this
So
is
you
gonna be
guys came
awkwardly
from
awesome.
the T shape. This is further into.
I'm gonna tiptoe my way through the what I would believe is the exact middle, like trying not to like it was the border or something. I'm not gonna like try crossing either side.
Okay.
It's walking sideways.
Are they lined up
Yes,
against
they
the
are.
sides?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Perfect. I'll take it super literal, like.
And after I say that, then I'm going to
Ah, shit.
relay to the other two what I heard.
Oh man, it's cold. I guess. I mean, I wouldn't even. This doesn't matter. I'm not even gonna look at the knowledge. A book? Fuck that shit.
Right.
Definitely turn the other way. All right. Yeah. But what? Yeah. Whenever I get to the.
You were at the middle.
Yeah. So I'm tiptoeing through what would be in between, perfectly in between all the statues, so as to follow what Shadow said.
Okay.
I'm walking in an invisible tightrope in my mind right
Okay.
now.
So, Kolvak's trying to be sneaky, like Krunk in The Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah. That's my character. That's my character's like fucking mascot, right?
What would the rest of you like
I
to
love
do?
that movie.
Do they follow my lead, or are they just too smart for this shit?
I'm just gonna go through to the other door.
Who's tiptoeing
So,
with me,
as
man?
you're tiptoeing, Shadow walks right past you, and
What the fuck?
as you're like right at the middle point of the room, and then as Shadow starts to walk past you, you all hear the sound of grinding stone.
Again! Fuck!
Does anyone want to look around to see what might be making?
Can you change batteries, Midnighter?
Thank you.
Hey, your camera told us.
I'll roll,
Your battery has been exhausted. It needs to go to sleep.
I'll roll perception. $22.
I think he might be fixing his camera right now.
22 for a perception check, Zach.
It would appear that these statues are turning to watch you as you go.
Who won? Or Shadow?
All of you.
So where's the statues? Like to the sides of where we're walking?
Yeah,
Is that-
the outsides of the room.
How many of them are there?
Yes.
6?
Yes.
3 on each side?
3 on each side.
I want to quickly glance back just to see if the shadows are still over the faces.
Oh, don't do that.
Yes.
Did you hear that, Zach?
Oh, we got some bishops up in here.
Bishops?
It is Hogwarts.
He's using bishops.
That's cool.
Okay, sorry. What was the last thing
Is he
said to
actually
me?
using bishops? That's good. I don't know.
I want to glance back and well, did they when did they
Right
turn?
as
As
you-
I was
right
going
as you
through the
got
room too,
past
like
Kolok.
passing.
So, midpoint,
All right.
roughly.
So in that case, I'm not looking at them directly. As I'm going, I want to see if I notice that they are, if the shadows is still
Oh, my bad. I did.
over their face the same way.
Yeah, I
Like,
definitely
darkness
look like you
something.
kind of look at the chest, like the collarbone, like but peripherally you're looking at their faces, and it definitely looks like there is that deep unnatural darkness still covering their faces.
Like I was doing one of those not looking in the Enderman's eye situations.
Enderman?
Enemies?
Minecraft.
No. I haven't played that game that much, especially like storyline. I mostly just do creative mode.
Well, it's the same concept.
Yeah, like.
Hell, we should play D&D on that.
Well, that you guys have to. It'd be very railroady then at that point, unless you spent like several years making so many different dungeons for them to explore. You know.
Black Desert does.
I'm not.
Thank you for that. It is on my hard drive.
I just say keep moving.
Come out, you sleep.
Okay.
What? Am I asleep?
Shadow tells you all to keep moving. But Kolvok, you noticed the shadows shifting. How do you react to this?
What is going on with your camera?
Me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that has definitely got some issues.
It's having a heartbeat issue.
What are you talking about?
His camera's like
It's just
flickering.
it keeps focusing. I think it might be because of how the lighting is.
I think it's
making
because
part of
I
his
keep
face
turning
really
away.
shiny.
It's hard for it to register a face when it's the side of my face, but when I'm looking at it directly, it's like, hey, that's a guy.
You're not getting that black weird shit going all over his camera. Nobody's seeing
The
that but me.
Elgato thing popping
Nope.
up?
No.
It's like halfway saying no signal.
Yeah, Elgato, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was...
I don't
Potentially,
see
that's
Kind
what
of
the
that.
dog fucked up. It's having a hard time constantly
Shit.
registering that it's plugged in.
Can it get repaired? Like, can you send it away?
I don't know. Maybe.
Definitely for that cost. Didn't you say you paid like $400?
1,000.
More than like $1,000.
Holy shit! Yeah, you definitely gotta send it in.
I mean, it was lurking fine last week when it hit the ground. After it hit the ground.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure Sony would repair it
Yeah,
for you.
I would hope so. So yeah, Shadow tells you all to keep moving. Kolvok, you saw the statue shifting. How would you react to this situation? Okay. So, tiptoeing through the tulips, Kolvok makes it up without trying to discover the great secrets held within the darkness. Everyone else is moving forward along. Okay. So you make it past that door, that door.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Grab
Go
that.
ahead, take your pieces off of these.
I
Yeah,
can't
you gotta,
grab my
you gotta
back.
go for like the
got it.
base.
Oh, this is high. Ha! They do open.
Okay, so next room.
Get back, fool! Oh god.
Next door.
Save D&D tiles, current dungeon,
Ugh.
room number 4. Oh, you son of a bitch nut. Okay, so wait.
Flip. Ha ha ha.
Where are those doors there?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Bigger.
comment. I was saying you were sleeping because I didn't know if you heard what I said.
What'd you say?
About I said Black
Holy
Desert
Jesus.
or whatever is good actually, and it's on my hard drive.
Oh yeah, no, I heard you. Heard you
Is that
saying
like-
it, and I thought about it, and I didn't register them verbally. I guess I don't know.
I'll have to look into it
Yeah.
more, but it's like an RPG kind of thing. With
MMO?
Is it online?
I know it
Yes,
is.
it's an MMO.
No, I'm
Yeah.
asking. I was just looking at a video.
Yeah, it's an MMO.
Oh, cool.
Oh, I can't make it any bigger.
Well, that's a fucking shame, huh? Oh,
I'm
jeez.
gonna have the whole fucking table. Don't hate me, Midnighter.
Who keeps
No.
giving you fucking? Who keeps deputizing
I
you
do.
there? Shadow goes, don't do it
Listen.
again.
I asked for it because otherwise I didn't get my Pringles container, so fuck off.
Okay, so you guys are
I did
here
try-
in this four block thingy here.
Oh no, that's not what I fucking want.
Let's
God
just
damn it, Shadow.
You didn't play me this time.
Piece of
Or
shit.
door.
Such a good-looking dog. Damn.
Was that? Well, if you don't mind me asking, was that your mom in your room, Kill?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the first time I've ever seen her.
Huh.
damn it.
Shadow, did you get Black Desert?
I did not.
Well, if you get it, we'll all have it.
Isn't it free?
Yeah.
Well then, fuck. Where is it? Steam?
Yeah.
Okay. I know I have it on PS.
Maybe it's free on there too. I know that I bought Kill a copy.
was,
It's
at
like
least.
$1
Yeah.
or something dumb.
All right. So
And now it's
you
free.
guys,
It's fine.
Such a whole $1.
you guys enter into this room. You can see across from you there's a very large set of double doors, and then there's a set of double doors there, and then there's also sort of like this hallway going diagonally off over
Whoa.
here. It's very hard for me to do diagonals with my current tile setups, but okay, so so the floor here is set with a beautiful tile mosaic showing a knight in plate armor wielding a glowing sword against a chimera. You also see written on the wall right next to the this room with the single doors, there's a word written that says safe.
Thank you, beautiful.
So yeah, there's the mosaic of the knight in armor on the floor with the chimera. There's the door that has the word safe written next to it, and then the two doors opposite you, and then the sort of diagonal hallway. What would you guys like to do?
Huh. Now, does it give any inclination as to what kind of safe we are talking about?
Make an intelligence check.
Oh, jeez. We'll just say an 11,
The
because
library,
I think
I
I got a
wanna-
-1 or something.
Yeah.
An 11 or a 12, if those would make that terrible much of a
Safe
difference.
to go that direction?
I don't remember which.
Safe to go
What?
that direction?
That's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking. Okay, yeah.
We're not fully in.
Yeah, you are
The
not.
room,
There's
right?
like you're standing
I'm
right
looking
at a
at there.
doorway, and then there's a doorway just behind you, which led to the
Did Birdie already cross in?
what?
His creature.
No. I'm gonna step right inside the doorway, like
Okay.
the room.
Threshold. No voice or
Yes,
nothing?
that's it.
That's what you were hoping for,
Affirmative.
huh?
Not this time.
D drive. Okay, good.
Yeah, no premonitionary voice comes into your mind and tells you, "Hey, if it's marked safe, it's not." And then as you step in, like
Don't
Kolvok's
do what's
kind of like
obvious.
leaning through, like looking into the room, sees the word safe written on the door. He's kind of like, "It's probably safe to go that way."
Yeah, nope, that's fair.
Which one
says
That's
safe?
exactly
The
what I said.
single one. The one to the east.
And then there was another door that was labeled. You said.
No, just that one.
What are you doing?
Yeah, that's fair. I've never heard.
So I heard something about like, what was the
Chimera.
Chimera?
There's a it's a tile
Yeah.
mosaic, so kind of like stained glass, you know, but even more like small tiles that are laid out on the ground, and it's a it depicts a knight in plate armor wielding a glowing sword against a chimera. If you would like, you can make a perception check to see any further details within this mosaic.
I would like to go back into my dragon, fly my dragon up,
Sick
so I
bastard.
can have more
Yeah,
of a
the,
look down
Ceiling is
perspective.
15 feet up. So yeah, you got a nice overlook view. Yeah, go ahead and make your perception check with your wagon.
Gotta work on my perception check here.
As long as Draggy can pull it off.
Dragon gets a +3, so. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! That was close. 16. Let's just say that rolled off of a negative
nice.
or natural one.
All right.
Saying.
So as your dragon swoops up to the top and looks down at the mosaic, as it's peering down, it's kind of notices motion. It seems like something seems to be moving, and it zeroes in on that, and it kind of notices that it looks like the tiles that create the chimera's tail. It seems like the tiles are shifting color, as if it looks like the tail is moving, and then it sees that, like, minusculely, it seems like different tiles are sort of changing color as the chimera is like shifting its position within the mosaic. And as it notices that, the chimera then like claws out towards the floor, and this like burst of tiles come out as it erupts out of the floor, and you guys see this just like creature which is made of these small square tiles, but it looks like you're looking at like the painted sort of image of one of these chimeran creatures. And as it erupts out, that's where we'll leave it this time. Nico! Will the party be able to defeat this strange tile monstrosity, or will it tear their hearts out and feast upon it? Find out next time on Dungeons & Dragons. Thank you all for joining. Hope you had a good time. Hopefully
Will we return next week? One will never know.
For now, yeah. Hopefully we can keep our internet active for another month. Hopefully, at least. But yeah, we'll keep you guys further abreast of that situation. But yeah.